You know what I think the most important thing in life is? It's love. You want to know what I love?
Beer, Norm?
Yeah, have a quick one.
That's one of the final moments of the final episode of Cheers, which aired May 20th, 1993. That, of course, is Ted Danson as Sam Malone, and George Wendt as Norm Peterson. And on Tuesday, George passed away at the age of 76, May 20th, 2025, exactly 32 years after that finale aired.
I love that stool. If there's a heaven, I don't want to go there unless my stool is waiting for me. And I'll tell you what, even God better not be on it.
Mourning the loss of George, Ted said, "I'm devastated to hear that Georgie is no longer with us. I'm sending all my love to Bernadette and the children. It's going to take me a long time to get used to this. I love you, Georgie." In January, Ted acknowledged the cast of Cheers as he accepted the Carol Burnett Award from the Golden Globes.
Yeah, for 11 years on Cheers, I got to go to work every day and giggle with my friends, Shelley Long, Kirstie Alley, Rhea Perlman, George Wendt, John Ratzenberger, Kelsey Grammer, Bebe Neuwirth, Nick Colasanto, and Woody Harrelson. And they are also the reason why I'm standing here. So, to them.
Some of the cast reunited on the Emmys in January 2024.
This feels really nice to be here in front of all of you. Thank you.
Look, Ted, don't you just think of it as a long overdue class reunion? Huh?
Yesterday, John Ratzenberger said he was heartbroken, writing, "For 11 years on Cheers, we shared a stage, a lot of laughs, and a front row seat to one of television's most beloved friendships. George brought Norm to life with a subtle brilliance, the kind that made it look easy. That was his gift."
Missed you the last couple of days.
I've been gone 2 weeks now.
I know. Oh, God, I miss this guy.
He was a true craftsman, humble, hilarious, and full of heart. What you saw on screen was exactly who he was off screen, with impeccable comedic timing and a deep loyalty to those he loved. I'll miss our conversations and the quiet moments of friendship that meant the most.
And being together brings back some great memories of a show we're all very proud of.
Kelsey Grammer gave a very similar statement to what he said when Kirstie Alley passed away in December 2022.
I just want the day to come and go just like any other day.
I think you can pull that off.
I believe mourning is a private matter, but I like George a lot. He was beloved by millions.
It was a bit of a surprise. You know, George was a lovely guy. It's still odd to speak him with in the past tense right now, but it was just yesterday morning we found out.
Kelsey was forced to stay a little bit more as he had a pre-scheduled interview on Gayle King's SiriusXM radio show yesterday to promote his new book.
I spoke to his family yesterday and just told him how much I liked him and, choked up a little bit. But George was hysterical. For 11 years, America waited for him to walk into a bar every Thursday night and say something funny.
What's shaking, Norm?
All 4 cheeks and a couple of chins, Coach.
And I just knew he wouldn't disappoint.
What's going on, Mr. Peterson?
Flashing sign in my gut that says insert beer here.
He'd sort of just lope across that floor and sit down at that stool and order that beer and say something that set the world on fire. He was an extraordinary guy.
You got room for a beer?
No, but I am willing to add on.
And if somebody has the envelope, we can present the award.
That one right here.
Rhea Perlman wrote, "George Wendt was the sweetest, kindest man I've ever met. It was impossible not to like him. As Carla, I was often standing next to him, as Norm always took the same seat at the end of the bar, which made it easy to grab him and beat the crap out of him at least once a week. I loved doing it, and he loved pretending it didn't hurt. What a guy. I'll miss him more than words can say."
Georgie Porgy.
And yeah, when it comes to that stool, the real Cheers in Boston has always had a stool reserved for George. And on Tuesday, that's where some flowers sat in tribute. Yeah, George's Norm was iconic, like the fact that they always sat in the same stool, and his character was the epitome of the theme song where everybody knows your name.
Afternoon, everybody. No!
We never saw his wife Vera, who's talked about constantly, and I feel like, we've seen that in several sitcoms since then.
Hey, Mr. Peterson, what do you say to a cold one?
See you later, Vera. I'll be at Cheers.
And George is one of the 3 cast members who appeared in every single episode of Cheers.
Still pouring, Norm?
That's funny. I was about to ask you the same thing.
Ted Danson and Rhea Perlman were the other 2.
I don't think it matters what you love, Sammy. Could be a person, could be a thing. As long as you love it totally, completely, without judgment.
Thanks for the laughs, George. I know Norm was just a character, but I hope that there's at least an option for a stool for you up there. Rest in peace.
Think about it, Sam.